Hey folks, Eddie P here once again with a special edition of the BitCash crew. Great to have you here with us this evening. Ethereum has climbed up once again. Bitcoin is doing, well, not great. And good old Ripple just won't stop growing. Let's start today's show. Excellent. So I'm going to kick off today's show with Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, guys, it's been one of the currencies for the last few weeks where there's been some ups, there's been some downs, there's been some really exciting periods. But one of the reasons why I really love talking to you guys about Bitcoin daily is not just because everyone knows it, but because the currency has been around for about a decade now, and that gives us historical resistance points, historical support points, and it helps me get engaged not just in talking about what's happening with different cryptocurrencies, but specifically teaching you guys about trends and trading and all the ins and outs of what it is we actually do, and helping you guys separate yourself from the speculators and go away from being silly, or if we can use a bad word, dumb money, and becoming smart money. So that's one of the reasons why I love touching on Bitcoin pretty much every day. Just another great lesson in your support and resistance patterns. So in the last 24 hours, we see what we have here. This is not a great pattern to trade bullish or bearish, but we do understand a few things about trading and how markets work. Once again, we return to this really simple point, guys. Whenever you have a chart, whether you're trading Euro USD, GBP, JPY, I mean, that's looking obviously at Forex, and we're talking about crypto, it doesn't really matter what you're trading. If you're trading a stock, you have to go in and draw on your historical resistance and support points. So the simple way to do this, and we'll cover this in much greater detail in a later video, is to expand out to a daily or even a weekly view of a currency or a currency pair, I suppose I should say, and then go in and draw your support and resistance lines where you can see the currency pair is encountering the same place over and over and over again. Because the reality is, they're just going to return to those points over and over, because this is where we're going to see turnarounds in a certain currency pair, and we're also going to see points of consolidation, because you have the bulls and the bears fighting, because both sides know this is a potential turnaround point, which is pretty good and pretty exciting, and it helps us do our jobs better. Now, with Bitcoin the last 24 hours, very straightforward. We've had a battle of bulls and bears, and it's all been centering around what was not 24 hours ago a resistance line, and we broke through, and then it became support. Now, once again, we've broken through. We've had this massive bearish candle here after a bit of a bear run, and now you can see that the bulls are fighting once again. With Bitcoin, once again, we discussed ranging markets quite a bit last week, so we won't touch on that too much now, but it's just safe to say that there's just not enough volume at the moment in this currency, and the other thing is that because there's no discernible trend, we can see here, there's no higher highs or higher lows, just a couple of little breakouts. Here we have, if we go from this point here, where we have almost a railroad, we have then a lower high and a lower low. That's great, but then it just stops here when it hits the support line, and then it bounces again and it goes back up. So there's not really a great entry point with this one. That being said, Bitcoin should be on the up and up again soon, but we are waiting for another proper bull run. At the moment, I'd say this is kind of in a holding pattern, and let's wait for a proper breakout. Good stuff. So let's kick on to good old Ethereum. So with Ethereum, guys, this seems to be the gift that keeps on giving. I think I predicted to get to 1,000 by the end of February, and at the moment we're at just shy of 950. So, and you can see here, more consolidation. So just a couple of things to touch on there. Let me just get rid of this little silly trend line because it has no rhyme or reason anymore. 950, obviously that's a round number. We've talked about here on the show a couple of times. You get these psychological resistance points. Whenever you have a really round number, folks will gravitate towards that, and that'll be difficult to break through, whether you're going north or south, bullish or bearish. At the moment, it's punching on that. I don't think it's going to take too long to break through. I think 1,000 will be a much rounder number, much like when Bitcoin was floating with 20,000. That was a big thing, and I think that that's where we'll encounter some pretty serious resistance before we break through the next big bull run with Ethereum. That being said, guys, it seems like it's on a sort of a one-way ticket, so I hope you guys have some money in this crypto. For the time being, because it sort of set this new high, and because I think 950 is going to be a thing, I'd give it another 24 hours-ish before we see another sort of push up to the 1,000 mark. That being said, I love this currency, and I think it'll be the gift that keeps on giving in the first quarter of 2018. So let's just sit back and let this one ride. Let's kick on to today's rock star, which is Ripple. Excellent. So sort of picking up with a baton from what I was just mentioning about Ethereum and kicking on with Ripple, just a couple of really interesting points about this really exciting currency. Now, it has gone from 25 cents to about $3 only a couple of days, and that's why people are going crazy, and that's obviously forcing more speculators into the market, which is driving up price, and all these things are good. And I hope you guys are in it. I hope you guys are getting paid. That being said, a couple of points of what's really exciting. Number one, I've read a bunch of reports now. We can confirm that it's got 100 billion in it now, which is just phenomenal. This is still not in the realm of Forex. When you think of Forex, you think about $4.5 trillion a day passing through one market. So we're not at that stage, but we can say the same thing about any cryptocurrency. None of them have that sort of volume in them. So this is still really exciting for this sort of fledgling currency, which is coming up right now. Another thing which I find absolutely amazing. This currency has a refresh rate on the blockchain of 3.3 seconds. I mean, this is what I want. I want these currencies, these cryptocurrencies, to act in the same way, at least in buying and selling goods and services on the open market, in the same way fiat currencies do. And this one is getting there. And I think this is why this is sort of a darling, if you look on different media reports and things like that, because it just has this great scalability, and it's something that we can really use going forward as a form of payment, and not just something to look at as a speculation or some sort of investment. So I'm really excited about this currency. There's not much to say so far as the chart, because we've talked about this the last 48 hours. And the reality is there's no patterns, because it's just it's too new. You know, if you go back to recent history, it kind of looks like we're flatlining here, and then we have this enormous spike, and whoever got in here and is up here is just laughing all the way to the bank, which is really exciting. Keep an eye on this one, though, guys and gals, excuse me, because, you know, with that 3.3 seconds, I think that's exactly right, 3.3 seconds, but with that 3.3, yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister, 3.3 seconds refresh rate, this one may be the future so far as what we use as actual currency in the crypto sphere. All major businesses obviously want to get more involved in using crypto, because it's something that people are going to use more and more on a regular basis. Excuse me. And this one seems to be sort of well above and beyond the frame. So this is a really exciting little currency. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again today. We love having you here on the BitCash crew. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notifications button so when we do release new content, you'd be the first to know. Hit us up on the Facebook and the Twitter. Get involved in the conversation wherever. You know, we post the alerts and different charts and currency patterns and all kinds of really crazy stuff on the Twitter. And on Facebook, we got a great discussion going. A real little community we're building over there. But certainly ask us questions. We love sharing the knowledge with you guys. And yeah, we just love this idea of just this crypto thing, and we're all doing well and making a great future for ourselves. Until next time, stay safe, stay well. Much love to all you and your families, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button below, and also the notifications button so you don't miss out when the next episode comes out. Also follow us on the Facebook, get amongst the discussion over there, and also follow us on the Twitter. That's where Richie posts all of his badass trades you don't want to miss out. See you soon.